dropping shit at the pilot. Niggas be broken, be sobbing, but still talking shit like they violent. Niggas is broke.
So before we start this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a part of a collab I'm doing with Black91. His link will be in the description, and there will be an end card to his video at the end of this video. And basically what we're doing is doing the top 10 players of each conference. He's gonna be doing the West, I will be doing the East. But with that being said, let's get started. Number 10, Bradley Beal. We're gonna start this list off with Bradley Beal. Beal has definitely come a long way, similar to Steph's story in the sense that they both came into the league with high expectations as a shooter, but due to injuries were slowed down in the beginning, but bounced back after recovering. Beal averaged 23 points this year with 3 assists and 3 rebounds, and shot 48% from the field and 40% from 3 as John Wall's sidekick. He definitely has the potential to climb up this list. Number 9, Kyle Lowry. Next, we have Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors. Lowry this year averaged 22 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And honestly, looking at his stats overall, it would seem like he would be at least a top 3 point guard in the conference with these numbers, but the reason I have him so low is because of his playoff performances. I'm not just counting regular season, I'm counting everything. Playoffs, resume, value, all of it. And to me, as great as a player Lowry is, in the playoffs, more often than not, he just doesn't play the way his team needs him to play. But nonetheless, man, his talent needs to be recognized, and he's here at number 9. Number 8, DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is just a force of nature. Being 6'7" and having the offensive skill set that he has, it's just amazing. But just like his partner in crime, DeRozan at times, especially in the playoffs, just doesn't step up. If both guys, if they stepped up in the last 2 playoffs, they would have probably at least pushed Cleveland to 6 this year, or even a game 7 in 2016. But if they didn't, they'd probably be higher in a lot of people's rankings. But nonetheless, man, this man has become an undisputed star in the league. And although he does have his bad moments, when he's on fire, he's damn near unstoppable. Dare I say Kobe-esque? Number 7, Jimmy Butler. Next up, we have Jimmy Butler. DeMar and Jimmy to me are very close in the standings. But what gave Jimmy the edge to me is the fact that he's a better two-way player and a better facilitator. Jimmy this year essentially averaged 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists with 2 steals. And he emerged as a damn near superstar this year, being named a starter in the All-Star game. Jimmy still has the potential to move up this list. I just want to see what he can do playing with a better cast around him, because I feel like Chicago's actually holding Butler back. Number 6, Isaiah Thomas. Next up, we have my favorite player in the league, Isaiah Thomas. It was hard, man. It was hard putting him this low, but I gotta respect the other guys and what they've done and how good they are. Now, if we're just going from a scoring perspective, IT would definitely be top 5, probably top 3. I said probably, I haven't looked into it, relax, you know what I mean? But I feel like even though IT does have his weaknesses, such as being easily trapped by better teams in the playoffs because of his size, and speaking of it, him being a defensive liability because of it, he's shown the past 2 years that you simply can't doubt him. Out of all these guys on this list, he's almost always the underdog, and he steps up more often than not. Isaiah this year averaged an insane 29 points alongside 5 assists this year, with 2 50-point games, and I feel like, yes, he may have peaked this year, but if this is his peak, and his descent is 26, 27 points per game, he's going to be on this list for another 3 to 5 years, and he potentially could move up if he has more playoff success. Number 5, Kyrie Irving. The only thing harder than putting IT outside of the top 5 for me was putting Kyrie over him. But facts is facts. Kyrie steps up when needed just like IT, and averages relatively similar stats to Isaiah, if not better in some areas, and just slightly lower in some, which is pretty impressive given the fact that he's 3 years younger and not even the #1 option on his team. I mean, the man has done it in the biggest stage of them all. He's been an X factor in games. He's shown that he can carry a team alongside LeBron. He's the best finisher in the league around the basket with the best handles. And the fact that he's only 24 is really scary, and he can still climb this list. Number 4, Paul George. Now, Paul George at 4 will definitely trigger some people, especially considering the fact that he's been beaten by LeBron in every single playoff series they've played. But you have to remember that those games were against LeBron. And over the years, I've only seen a handful of people make LeBron work on both offense and defense. And one of them is Paul George. He's shown at times that he does have that killer mentality and that he can lead a team in the playoffs by himself, specifically against the Raptors in 2016. His stats don't really hop out the computer screen, but when you see him play, 7 times out of 10, he's the best player on the court. And I feel like if he can be surrounded with the right pieces, he can be the #1 option on a championship team. Number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, Giannis already is number 3 in my books. The man is just a freak. The guy's a 6'11" positionless player who can literally play and defend all 5 positions. And it's not like LeBron, who when you play him at the 4 or at the 5, he'll be a stretch 4 or 5 that's still vertically outmatched. No, Giannis can legitimately play those positions. He averaged 23 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds, 1.5 steals, and basically 2 blocks at 1.9, while shooting 52% from the field at the age of 22 in his 4th year in the league. I mean, my God. If Jabari didn't get injured this year, this team probably would have been the 3rd seed, meaning they would have faced Cleveland in the 2nd round. And I don't think the Cavs would have swept them if they did face each other, and I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis gave LeBron a lot of trouble. Number 2. John Wall. John Wall to me is the 2nd best player in the Eastern Conference as of right now. Even better than Giannis. Even better than Paul George. Wall has shown that he can carry a team in the playoffs. He's shown that he can be a polarizing player at the highest level. He averaged 23 points and 10 assists alongside 4 rebounds and 2 steals this year. And just with his athleticism, damn, he is gifted. At 6'4", he's taller than guys like Kyrie, Stephen Westbrook, and Damian, and he does have hops. And arguably, he's the fastest player in the league with the ball. The only guy contesting him is Russell Westbrook, the 2017 MVP. But even if you compare him to Westbrook, Wall's ball handling is far superior. And his ball handling in transition is like Westbrook with control. And the thing is, he's only 26. And he hasn't peaked yet. If anything, I expect him to peak next season. And he'll definitely be hungry after how he got eliminated this year and how everyone overlooked him compared to the other point guards. He's coming, man. He's coming. Number 1, LeBron James. Alright, like seriously, I'm not even gonna give you any stats or even explain anything, man. Like, it's LeBron James. The guy who's come out of the conference for 8 times in the last decade, 7 times in a row. Come on, that's all you need to know, man. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, check out Black 91's video. It is going to be in the description, and an end card should be on the screen right now. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.